Hi, I have a topic. Um, how a God can create and manifest their reality on lazy mode. Um, that was a topic I wrote down a while ago because I had this experience that really proved that you can be on like a lazy mode and create. Um, Anyways, I'm Simone, the Zen Mommy. I help people with 5D Ascension, Creator God Awakening, and I just wanted to talk about how you can create on lazy mode. And when I say lazy mode, basically you're using law of attraction, but you are, well, let me just share the scenario and then the story, and then you'll know what I mean by lazy mode. Maybe I can break it down further from there. So, a while ago when I first came back to California, I had made the decision to come back to California, which was very expensive. And one of the reasons why I moved is I just wanted to move to a place that wasn't such a high cost of living, so I didn't have to work so hard, and I can, be home more, be with my son, work on my own business. So that's one of the reasons why I left. But I ran back to California for various reasons. And I knew when I came back to California that I was probably pretty much going to have to work for the Matrix to make the money to live here. And I didn't like the idea of that. I didn't like the idea of going backwards. And even going to California was me, going back to California was going backwards because California, for me, it was a lower frequency than I needed to be in. And so I went there, and then I stayed with my family, and I contemplated, what I was going to do. And I applied for jobs, I did interviews, and my heart wasn't in it. I don't want to work for anybody. I don't want to travel 45 minutes to an hour or two to get to a place and have to get a babysitter. And, I had this job possibility at a spa, which, I wanted to work in something like holistic. It was like one of those hydrotherapy holistic spas, and so I'm on the holistic healing holistic journey. So I looked at this job, and the job was like they end at like 10:30 at night in San Francisco, and I was quite far from that. And I was thinking, I got to do what I got to do to live in California and take care of my son. And the thought of it got overwhelming. The thought, like, who's going to watch my son that late at night? It was really, it was, so I sat there and I just kind of chilled out. I had my, I had low maintenance. I didn't have like a lot of debt or bills or anything, so I didn't really need a lot. So I kind of just chilled with family members for a while. And I told myself this was my lazy way of manifesting. I said, I really don't want to work. I really don't want to go look for a job. If I get a job, this is what I told myself. If I get a job, um, it has to come to me, and I have to be able to work from home and get the price that I want, the pay that I want. And I was like, I'm not sure how this is going to happen. But I was like, I'm not looking. It was just stressful. It seems like a trap. None of the jobs out there seem like real or worth it. And I just was just like, I said, I want a job. I want it to come to me. I don't want to do anything. I want to be able to work from home, you know. And so I just said that, okay. I wasn't officially saying I want to manifest it. A few days later, I got a phone call. My friend and her husband, they they started this cannabis company, and he was a lawyer, and they had this team, and they contacted me, and they said, we really need help and we thought of you. And, it's full time. You can work from home and we'll pay you this much. And I was like, okay, you'll pay me this much, but I want that much. I'll work for you if you give me that much. And then they were like, deal. And that quick, I got a job being at home, doing nothing. I didn't even look for a job. It came to me. And so I just want to share that because I felt like that was very interesting at the time that I manifested exactly what I wanted when I didn't care. I let go of the expectations. I let go of the attachment to it. I was basically being lazy and saying, I don't want to look for a job. I want a job to come. At the time, I didn't know what I was going to do. But I just remember heavily feeling like I don't want to look. I don't want to look through Craigslist. I don't want any of these jobs. And I don't want to leave my son at the time. I wanted to, be home with him. And it came so quickly. I remember I really needed a job. I really needed money because I really needed to get out of my family's house. But I didn't let myself stress about it. I enjoyed my time not having to work. I enjoyed my time being able to chill, play with my kid, do whatever I want to in the daytime. And I wasn't in stress and anxiety. I had made sure, I didn't have a bunch of bills. These attachments, they're designed to keep your frequency low. And, during that time period, like, during that time period, I bought a car in cash. And I was thinking, like, I don't want no car now. I don't want no new car. I don't want anything that's going to have me stressing on how to pay the bills. Um, so I didn't have much, but I was content. I was happy, with the little bit I had. And, it was so amazing when that just came to me, like, when does a job come to you all at once like that? The same thing when I needed to move out. Like right before I got that job, I believe I told the story the other day how when I was at my family house, that's when me and my husband were on talking, and he moved out here, and when we met, we knew, like we instantly knew we were supposed to be together. We weren't wasting any time. Like in a matter of weeks, in a matter of weeks, we was preparing for him to move out here. And he didn't have much, I didn't have much. But he packed up his car and came to me. We didn't have our own place. And again, I was like, lazily, I was just like, we need a place, something cheap, something to get us off the ground, while you get settled and while I had just got my new job. And he was trying to transfer, get on with his job. And he had the same job, so that kind of helped from when he was in another state. And even then, I was just like, need to find a place to stay, and quick, my, especially after he got here. And, I looked one time, I found one place. We went to visit the guy. We told him we needed a place by this weekend, and he gave us the keys. This kind of stuff can happen all the time. You're a guide. And the reason why things take longer is because we get wrapped up in stress and anxiety about things. We start negatively yearning and wanting them too much, and we end up pushing them away. And I guess that experience showed me that I could really manifest on lazy mode, and being lazy is a good way of not being attached, because you're like, I hope it comes, but I really don't care because I'm not taking less. You really have to be willing to not accept less. A miracle can happen. You have to detach from it. And, I would try it out. When on this journey of creating your reality and manifesting, start with little things. See if you can create that. Um, take something little, like say there's something you want to change or whatever. Something, just start with something little. I remember once I had took this psychic class, and she was took the psychic class and was telling us about um, when you manifest something, it's kind of like when, let's just say you buy a car, but this car is a unique color. Like maybe it's a um, maybe it's maybe it's a metallic lavender. Let's just say, I'm just saying that for example. And you're like, yes, I'm the only one with this car. This is great. And then you go outside and you start seeing other people with a metallic lavender car. And now you see this particular car all the time, everywhere. Well, that's kind of how like the law of attraction works. So she had told us that when she was on this journey, the first thing that to manifest a rose, or manifest something small. And she said, I was like, I wanted to manifest a red rose. And the rose, she said she wanted to manifest a red rose, is what she said. And then the next day, she saw a truck drive by with a drawing of a rose on it. And she felt like she wasn't satisfied with that being her manifestation. And she was like, no, 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 I really want to see roses. And the next day, I believe she had like a surprise delivery of a bunch of rose bouquets. And so that's how it works. You want to start with little things, and then you can move on to the big things, but you can't care. I know it's hard not to stress out when, like, let's just say you just, during the pandemic, you lost your source of income, you really need money, maybe you had to move in with your family, you really want to move. Well, you can't be sitting there like, oh my God, my family is so toxic. I hate it here. I have to move. Oh my God, when am I going to make enough money to move? This sucks. So that all that negative yearning, that's a lower frequency. So it starts to lower your energy when it comes to manifest what you want. You're basically fighting with yourself. You're basically saying, I can't have this because of all of these rules. I'm stuck. There's nothing I can do. You kind of got to be like I was, like, I don't care. I don't want to work until a job comes to me. And I'm just going to sit here until something works out and just enjoy my time with my family. And like literally, it happens so easy when you let go, when you don't even care anymore, Even when I manifest my husband, I told y'all that story right before I completely let go of men. I completely let go of dating. And it was to the point where I had to talk myself back in to opening up. So manifest on easy mode. You got to let go. You have to not care. And if you can get into that energy, I believe you can create a lot quicker. And thank you for watching. If you resonate with my channel, sign up for my email list. And you guys have a nice day, and happy holidays, and happy New Year coming up. Talk to you soon.